Hi guys, PJ here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to install a Next-based dash cam. This particular one's a 522 there, so it's quite a high range one, along with the clip-in rear view camera. So this clips into this camera and sort of looks out the back window for you. It's going in a 2020 Seat Tarraco. I think that's how you pronounce it. Anyway, brand new vehicle launched this year, and we're going to be using a hardwire installation kit like you've possibly seen in many of my other videos. The installation kit comes with everything you're going to need to do the job, which includes a fuse spur such as this. In other words, it makes the camera installation plug and play. So if the car is like a lease car, you can remove it at the end of it without doing any soldering or any crimping of wires. This makes it fully plug and play. All it does is double up a fuse socket in your fuse box, so it has two spacers. The 2 or 3 amp here will run the camera, and the one that comes out of the fuse box plugs in here. Very handy. Terminates in a female bullet connector there. The power cable in the fitting kits, there's your power cable. This plugs into that bullet connector. And we have an earth that we'll find a chassis earth to earth that too. Show you that shortly. The other end of the cable, we have a ferrite filter here, and this is to help with DAB radio interference. There we go. Now all I've done with this cable, because we're going to be tucking it above the headlining, is wrap a couple of cable ties around it to bulk the cable up so that it stays put should you hit one of our lovely large potholes that seem to be everywhere. You don't want it dangling down in front of the windscreen while you're driving along. So this helps bulk it up a bit. Probably going to wrap some electrical tape around it just to make sure there's no sharp edges from where we've cut them. We don't want it rubbing the headlining. And what I'm going to do is gently tuck this cable up above the rear headlining, just to the passenger side of the rear view mirror, so that this sort of has 3 inches of cable hanging down from there, and tuck it all the way along. So the headlining, there we go, there's your rear view mirror. Yeah, there's our cable. Headlining is very soft, so you can sort of put your fingers behind it, look, and just flex it down to push this cable up and above. We're going to go all the way across to the edge here, and then this pillar here, again, they're not on too well. You can just sort of get the camera to focus, guys. There's a gap there, look. There you go. You can pull that forward, and behind there is the airbag. You can put your finger behind the airbag, look, and that's where you're going to thread your cable, behind that airbag, just there. So it's going to pop out here, and then we're going to run it all the way down the edge until we get to the corner of the dashboard. When you're putting your cable down the side pillar, if it's quite tough, these are quite a handy thing to buy. This is a plastic leverage tool, and these are available from eBay or Amazon. They're about £1 roughly, and they just go in there and let you lever things without damaging the plastic. If you use a screwdriver, you are going to chisel all the plastic up and make a right mess of it. We don't want that. We want it sort of factory fitted. So we're just using this just to gently ease it and tuck the cable down as we go. Next up, when we've reached the bottom, we're going to pop this panel off, again using the plastic leverage tool. There we go. It's on clips all the way around, as you can see, like so. Watch your airbag wire there. Don't unplug this one, guys, because you might get a warning light come on your dashboard if you turn the ignition on. So we don't want to unplug that, leave that be. We're also going to pop off this here. This pulls forwards. Get some light on it, there we go, sorry about that. But this basically pulls forward like so, a cable goes behind it, and there is a nice bolt for an earthing point for your black wire. There's a couple of different ways you can do the earth. Personally, because the earth cable is really long, I've snipped it down, put myself a little M8 hook and eye type socket on the end of there, so I can slide it over the stud, and then I'm going to put a nut on the end, because the nuts are a 13mm. So if we just go back over here, so here, look, you can either take this out, this bolt, this nut off, which is a 13mm, and put your cable behind it, or you can do what I'm going to do, which is basically, when you've slid your cable behind the plastic, you just slide it over, put the nut over the top, and then you'll have a really, really good earth. There we go, there's the earth cable in, like I was saying. Now you may be wondering why I didn't just unclip this panel. Well, from experience, these are incredibly feeble, the clips on the back of them. Sometimes they'll pop off fine, other times the clips snap. So it's up to you. If you want to pull it, pop it off. You know, I just took the cables behind normally to save risking the panel. Like I say, this is a brand new 2020 car. I'm sure the owner of it wouldn't appreciate a damaged clip on the back of it. So just ease it forward, pop the cable behind, a little bit safer. Your fuse box on this vehicle is behind the glove box. right here. To access it, you push both these tabs up when the glove box is open and the glove box will lower down. This ratchet assembly here will pop out of here. That's fine, it's meant to. You just slide it back in again once you put the glove box up. So we're going to feed our power wire through to here. Obviously from the side here there's a big gap, you can get your whole hand round. So we're going to pop that through now. Next up, we've just tidied all of our cabling up here. It can be tucked out of the way, no problem. There's loads of gap to shove everything in, just to tidy it all. And then we're going to pop the end panel carefully back on again. Let's pop everything down. There we go. Don't shove it too far in because we don't want to catch the catch on the glove box. Sorry about the background noise here, guys. We've got a lot of construction going on at this location and a lot of heavy lorries and stuff. Pop that back in a sec fully and back round to the fuse box. Next up, with our multimeter or test probe screwdriver, you know, the ones that light up when you touch an electrical circuit, we are going to test which fuse we're going to be needing. Now we're going to use an auxiliary circuit, so nothing critical, no ABS or anything like that, nothing critical, must be an auxiliary. So with the ignition off, now I've done a few of these, they're actually the same as other variants based on the Volkswagen platform. Normally these fuses across here are ignition switched, accessories. So if we go touch the top of the fuse there, go down here, 0 voltage, and if we turn the ignition on, and then touch it again, 12.23. So there's an accessory position fuse that we're going to be using for this particular one. We'll turn the ignition off again and pull that fuse out. Now this is a UK spec vehicle. Fuse box layouts can differ depending on region of sale, what country it's sold in, and also spec level of the vehicle. So we're going to take that out and that's going to go in our fuse spur. Like so. And then we're going to pop the fuse spur back in the original socket. Please pay attention to the orientation of the fuse spur, which way round it goes. Like so. Pop that in there. Now is a good time to test that your camera works before we just tuck the cable away and sort of tidy it all up. So unpack your camera, give it a quick power on. Let's just pop the magnetic mount onto the camera, like so. There we go. And the rear cabin view camera on this one, which is there, plugs into this socket just here. There we have the camera all mounted, so there's your rear one. This is designed to look through the vehicle. Only works on vehicles with large rear windows. Anything like a sporty car with rear headrests, you're not going to see much out the back window, to be honest. But these are ideal if you've got DAB radio, because if you fit a proper rear window camera to a DAB radio car, it can cause dramatic interference with the DAB radio. So these are ideal for that. Let's turn it on and see if we work. There's your power light just in the corner, and there we go, all working. So that, guys, is how you fit a dash cam into this new Seat, which I'm not even going to try and pronounce the name of because I know I'm getting it wrong every time. Thanks for watching and bye for now.